Okay.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, you did a good one this time.
Thanks.
Oh, lots of comments. Y'all been on here talking for half the night. They just talking back and forth. We'll just let them talk. We'll just sit here.
We'll just sit here.
Y'all carry on. Lorraine hasn't seen the last video yet.
Lorraine.
We can't talk about it then.
We have to.
Hi from Mason, Ohio. There's Billy from Mason, Ohio. I don't think I recognize that name, so that's good to see a new one. It's good to see all the old ones too.
Like
There's Mr. Jim. Mr. Jim, I don't think I've seen you for a while. Make sure I cut that off. Probably. It's messing me up all night. You know, somebody, I just picked up my phone to make sure I cut the Wi-Fi off so it didn't mess with our signal. And I had somebody that commented that said they wished we didn't read so much off our phones during the live. I don't think they were on the right video.
I don't think so, because we don't typically have our
Who's Catherine calling old? Or she's asking who you calling old. Did I say I was old? Probably.
We don't typically have our phones in our hands. The old ones.
The old ones. Oh, y'all, I'm not meaning that. I'm talking about our usual suspects. People that getting on here like Judy Cole picking at me and stuff. Mm-hmm. And Janet Stevens may ask me where my glass is again. I didn't have time to grab it.
You didn't. He said health issues, but he's getting better.
Well, Mr. Jim, I'm glad to hear it. You should have sent me a message so we could have checked on you. Jacob is scheduling his trip to Oklahoma next year.
That'd be awesome.
It'll be good to meet Jacob.
Judy's getting struck by lightning.
Hey, Catherine, I wasn't calling anybody old. But she did throw out a hey, y'all. I was busy like all evening right up to time to get in the live, so I didn't have time to fix my glass.
That's your fault.
I know. Dean's driving, won't be talking. Hello, everybody. Somebody else said they were doing. Oh, it was Lori said she was doing talk to text tonight. I didn't have time for that. Janet, I just had to grab a bottle one, but I still got it.
Handy dandy.
Handy dandy. It's got a rainy night in Georgia.
We've been under a flood watch the last 2 days, and it has not come a flood here, but it has around us. I was kind of looking forward to a rainy Sunday.
I saw a little bit of rain during one of my meetings today. I had a coaches meeting at 3:00 and then had a deacons meeting at 5:30, so I was out of the house all afternoon. But while we were in the coaches meeting, I did see it raining outside. Billy said, I watched Jason and Brooke every day. I lived in North Shelby County for 20 years back in the 70s. I lived on Caldwell Mill Road. Loved the garden I had there. Caldwell Mill Road has grown up. That area, yeah.
I don't.
4 minutes and 15 seconds in. You yawned twice while we're waiting.
You know what it is?
You know, nobody pointed out you're yawning. This last couple of times.
I haven't been yawning. I know what it is Farmer Rhett has been dealing with asthma. So we have had really long nights the last 2 nights, and I think it's caught up with me a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Julie is seeing the heart doctor tomorrow.
Been having it rough. Hey, Chris.
We're sorry to hear that, Julie.
She was looking forward to rainy, cool weather, so she made soup and cornbread. So
I'm so looking forward to cooler weather this week.
You said it was 81 degrees, and we got out to go into the store, and it was muggy, and it did not feel like 81 degrees at all. But tomorrow it's going to be in the 70s.
Anna says she doesn't talk much, but she sure watches.
All right.
Well, thank you, Anna. But we do like to see the comments.
Yes.
That way we kind of get to know who people are, kind of thing. It was kind of muggy.
It wasn't what I've been waiting on for 80-degree weather.
Well, you said you noticed it going in. I didn't notice it.
I got out of the car and I was like, this is going to be great because, I had on 3/4 sleeves. And I was like, and I got out and I was starting to pull them up. I was like, this is not 80 degrees. It don't feel like 80 degrees was going to feel like today. Maybe I was expecting it to feel like 65 degrees.
Yes, not going to be that.
But I really was expecting more of a cool down than I
We are supposed to have some 60s at night, though.
I know.
The weather causes an increase in yawns.
Yeah.
Chris said.
It has been kind of, oh gosh.
Zoe, when was the last time you took your iron?
Well, I haven't been taking my iron, but I did change to a different. I started taking a. I talked about it before, but I've started taking it regularly. A organ
supplement.
Organ meat.
It's beef organ.
Beef organ supplement. Yeah. And it has all the things that I need in it.
Stephanie was feeding her goats. She's late.
That's okay. We need them to eat.
Heidi has been 49 the past 2 mornings.
Wow, that must be nice.
Oh
gosh, that'd be glorious.
No, because then you would be freezing to death.
That would be glorious. I can wear long sleeves. I have so many more long sleeves that are cute clothes than I do short sleeves that are cute clothes.
What? I saw a question and I've lost it. It got away from me. Scrolled by and I can't. Lorraine said I can't even text, let alone talk to text. I'm hopeless on phones. Can't work out how to answer my cell phone rings. Is that Chance's football team you have on? Yes. Well, both boys play in the same organization.
That's their football team.
It's both.
And I got on the baseball team. Baseball shirt, and so we look like we're wearing rivals clothing. But I'm wearing my baseballs and you're in the football. She said she's been wanting to make chili or make soup, and I was thinking when I like to scroll on the TikTok to find recipes.
Yeah, you send them all to me.
I've really been looking at a tortellini spinach cheese soup.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, I'm waiting.
I'd take some of that if it was cooler.
I know, I'm waiting.
I got cornbread today.
And it was good.
It was wonderful. Can I tell them a cornbread story?
Yes, you can.
Oh, that's awesome. Y'all want to hear a cornbread story?
We'll talk about videos.
We're going to talk about a cornbread story. Diana says she's drinking coffee because she's chilly.
Oh.
Foxy's mom, I'm here just silent today. I'm trying to not get behind on comments while I tell this cornbread story. Nick, where are you and Zoe from?
Right down the road from you. We're in Clanton.
Clanton, Alabama.
Lorraine said, what does that do?
Heidi said, I take a beef complex. Mm-hmm. It's loaded with vitamins and minerals and the iron.
Yeah, so. It's made with organ meat.
Is your area hazy from fires in Canada? Where I live in Kansas, we're under warnings for air quality and telling people with breathing or lung issues to be careful. Not that I've noticed.
Now, Rick, he's got, that would kill him.
It would be bad.
It would be terrible because
there's John, the bourbon guy.
Oh, yeah. He walked through you were burning some limbs and he just briefly walked through it and it has wrecked our whole weekend.
Yep. We knew it Friday night about 2:00 when he woke me up having breathing issues. I looked at the phone and told Zoe, I said, like clockwork, it's 2 a.m. Mm-hmm. So I walked him outside. That usually helps, but it was not cooler. It was stuffy outside. Yeah. So I brought him back in and you had his breathing treatment ready and we had hit the inhaler and he took his breathing treatment.
But it took him a little while.
Went on back to sleep, but it still takes him about 20 minutes. And then the whole rest of the night, he's like gurgling and raspy.
Into the next day, that's when he gets real congested and his chest is real rattly.
So I want to move on. Meg asked, how are they working for you? And is there a particular brand you like?
I can definitely tell a difference in them. I am using, I'm using Primal Queen.
Primal Queen.
Um,
So is Primal Queen, and I don't know this, I meant to ask you the other day and I forgot, so I'm just going to ask it on here. Is Primal Queen, that brand, tied to that guy, Liver King?
I don't know, but Primal Queen, they do, I believe, have a men's version.
I'm just wondering, I think they have a male and a female supplement,
But
and I think that's tied to that guy, Liver King. I won't say that that's a fact, but I think it is. But I bet one of our viewers knows. Did we see where Ranger's going to have surgery? Sure did, Jacob.
It says that Primal Queen is a female-specific nutritional supplement. There is no male version. However, Primal Harvest, the company that manufactures it, offers a range of supplements like Primal Total Male, Primal Male Enhance, and Primal.
I'm just trying to figure out if there was.
Primal Total Male is going to be the men's version.
I know, but I wonder if it's tied to him. That's all I'm asking. I don't know if that's right or not. I'd be in the ER with my lung sarcoidosis and asthma. Yeah, I know. So anyway, the cornbread story.
Yeah.
I got to tell them the cornbread story, and I got caught up with comments. I might have missed something, but I did get caught up.
Yes, the Primal Queen. Wait. No, I don't. No, her name. She's considered the Primal Queen, not the brand. Sorry.
So she's called that, but that's not the brand.
Oh wait, the Liver King has also launched a line of supplements called Primal Queen, which is targeted for.
So he is the owner of that.
So he built it for his wife.
I know he's big on organ meat and things like that. So.
So you
anyway, the cornbread story.
Yeah.
I gotta get to that. So Zoe, y'all have heard us talk about it before. I taught Zoe how to make cornbread. She was raised on the blue and white box, which is not cornbread. That's cake. I don't care what any of you say. That's not cornbread. If you're from the South, you don't eat the blue and white box. No. Anyway. So I taught Zoe how to make cornbread. And for a long time, Zoe was way better than me at it. I mean, she made the most amazing cornbread ever. And then she started making me crackling cornbread, which Mr. Ed on here knows all about the crackling cornbread. But other than that, we won't go too far down that rabbit hole. But either way, it's amazing. It's like cornbread with big chunks of bacon in it. But anyway, so Zoe will occasionally make a meal that is fitting for having cornbread with it. And the last, you called it 12. I don't think it's that many. But the last several batches of cornbread Zoe has made has been absolutely inedible.
Garbage.
Horrible. And she knows it's horrible when she takes it out of the oven and she gets mad and she said it's flat and dense and she's just angry. And I was like, Zoe, did you use self-rising cornmeal? I did it the same way I always do it. And she'd be mad. And I was like, yeah, but did you use self-rising cornmeal? And then she would yell again, I use what I always use. I don't think you did. And I kept saying this over and over and over. And she would, the next time she'd make cornbread, it would come out flat and it'd be hard. It's like eating this table. And she'd be just mad. I did it the same way I always do it. Well, it's getting to be the same way you always do it because it's starting to turn out bad every time. So we are in the grocery store today. And Zoe tells me what she's fixing for lunch. And she said, I'm going to make cornbread. So when we get to the aisle, I asked her what she needed, and she said, I need cornmeal. I said, so we are going to make sure we get self-rising cornmeal, right? And I reach down and I get it for her, and I put it in the buggy. Well, she comes home, and she starts making lunch. And she's got everything she needs, and she takes that flour, that cornmeal we just bought, self-rising cornmeal that we just bought. And when that cornbread comes out, she squeals. And she said, look, it's beautiful. I was like, yeah, because you use the right stuff. I've been trying to tell you. So she finally gave in and decided that she had not been using self-rising cornmeal, and that was our
I don't
problem.
understand why I bought cornmeal. It was not self-rising.
It could have been something else.
Well, I just need to remember to use what's in the container for frying and not
You
for.
could have had to use cornmeal for anything. I mean,
Oh, I know. I'm just saying I need now to use that for finishing up for frying stuff and save my other stuff.
I don't think our comments are updating, or I just bored them with that story because
Nobody
usually
said
the
it.
comments are rolling faster than
3
that.
minutes now.
Y'all, if I hadn't answered you, I'm not seeing new comments right now. Or you may not be saying anything. I don't know.
I was going to pull it up to be sure.
They might have just said, that's stupid.
Eh?
Story. Oh, gosh.
What?
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Okay.
They just all updated, y'all. I'm sorry. Tom said, don't be talking smack about his favorite cornbread. Tom likes cake.
I like it too.
I love cracking cornbread. I hear you. Nope, no blue and white cornbread.
See, I would like a Mexican cornbread that didn't have peppers. Our family is not a fan of peppers, but I love corn, and I love corn in cornbread. So I want to try putting some corn in it.
Tina needs prayers. They had a very tragic accident that took 2 lives, a mom and her 5-month-old baby. So we will be sure to do that. Christian and family content. We're listening to Food Chat. HD Farm said, you seen this? Well, I'm just now seeing it because there was not seeing anything.
And I kept waiting. I was like, there's nobody talking.
Judy Cole said they all fell asleep.
They're into the cornbread.
I shouldn't have told them the story. They all fell asleep.
That's okay.
I didn't know there was a self-rising cornbread. It's made with self-rising cornmeal, unless you're using the baking powder and all that stuff separately. You can do that.
Why is the cat?
I don't know.
So,
have you shared your cornbread recipe?
Yes, there's a video.
I think we made a video of cornbread.
You did.
Not a fan of any cornbread. I use Martha White self-rising buttermilk cornmeal mix.
That was the right beside it.
Probably very similar.
But the thing is, I should have got yellow.
You should have got yellow.
Because we only got the white. I like yellow cornmeal.
Oh.
So next time we got to get the yellow and not the white. Okay.
We were actually paying attention for once. Stephanie says she'll look for the video.
There is a video of Nick with a pan of cornbread.
Loma puts cream corn in her cornbread. I have heard that from people. I haven't done it, but I have heard of people doing it.
Can I do that?
You're welcome to try it. That's probably why my cornbread is always flat. So it's just like
you have to use self-rising cornmeal and all-purpose flour.
Yeah, but it's just like anything that you're baking. If you're using all-purpose flour versus self-rising flour, you're getting a different result.
She's cornbread racist.
Yeah, she don't like white cornbread apparently.
So when I was using it was like this thick, but my normal one is about this thick, so it's over half.
Oh, it was white lily is what we got. But it was not the mix they were talking about. Cream corn and pancakes is good.
I would make cornbread patties like that.
If you don't use the self-rising, you need to add baking powder and baking soda. That's correct.
So I'd rather just buy it with it in it.
Well, I mean, you would have to have the recipe that calls for it, but like if you're making a cake, if you don't have self-rising flour, you have to have the baking powder and baking soda.
Yeah.
And the salt.
Tanya said Jim and Nick says best corn muffins. So they have their cheddar muffin mix that they have.
That's cheddar biscuits, isn't it?
I'm saying theirs makes a really good sausage ball. It gives it just a little bit of a sweet to it.
That was Red Lobster.
No, I've done Jim and Nick's, and it has a hint of sweet to it.
Oh. Cream corn and Parmesan cheese is good in hush puppies.
Yeah.
That sounds like that would be good.
Okay,
Ed.
food. Get off.
Get off food.
Get off the
We're
food.
talking about food. Move on. Move on.
Okay. So you know what we didn't get to talk about last week?
What?
Our trip to Six Flags.
We did not.
Because it came out after.
Yes, but we had already done it the day before.
Yes. Well. You want to go on your little Six Flags rant? Since we're on the food talk?
I'm not ranting.
You want to just state your opinion? Since we're talking about food?
I just had a hard time figuring out why, once you've bought tickets and all this good stuff, and I get it, you know, everything's going to be about a profit. I understand that. But why do you need $18.95 for a slice of pizza at an amusement park?
Mm-hmm. And $5 for a bottle of water.
Yeah, $7 for a drink of any other kind. So we 229 days of the expo. It's got us. So I tell Zoe, y'all.
We had best time though.
I couldn't tell you anything about this trip because we had not put the video out yet. But we get these kids to Six Flags. Zoe says we need to do something before school starts back. So I gave in and we did this trip. And we get there and Zoe's like, it's not as crowded as I thought it would be. And I was like, Zoe, it's 115 degrees. That's why it's not crowded. Our feet are sticking to the asphalt so hot. So during the hottest part of the day, I tell Zoe, I was like, you know what? Let's find somewhere, eat lunch. We'll just feed the kids and be able to cool off some. It's like 2:00, you know, we'll sit somewhere air conditioned for an hour or so and be done. But when we go into this place, Zoe said, a burger and fries is $21. And I was like, well, I didn't know that part yet.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's silly, but it is what it is. And then I realized, wait a minute, that doesn't include a drink, and a drink is $7.
So you're $30 in per person.
And I was like, Zoe, this is not Disney World. I'm not paying $200 for these kids to eat burgers and fries.
And it's hot. Nobody's that hungry.
Yeah, nobody's that hungry. So I said, why don't we walk across there? And she's like, well, there's a little pizza stand over there. We'll see what it looks like. $18.95 for one slice, and the slices were already cut, laying in trays. It wasn't even going to be hot.
Yeah.
Zoe, that pizza looked like it came out of our refrigerator the following morning.
Yeah.
I'm not paying them $20 for it. So
could you imagine we would pay $100 for 5 pieces of pizza?
I went to Red. I went to the expert, went to Red. I said, buddy, would you rather wait and get something decent for lunch? And he's like, if I can get a drink, I can wait. All in. So we've got everybody these unlimited cups, which was another absurd expense. That was like $80 worth of plastic cups, but they can refill them for free
every 15
all day.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it for every 15 minutes. So I was like, fine, let's do that. That way, when anybody wants a drink, they can have it. Mm-hmm. So we did that, and Rhett wanted to go in the candy store on the way out.
They weren't even priced.
We go in the candy store, and there's not prices on anything. I don't know what's going to happen when we get to the register with this. So we cut him another bargain. It's like, Rhett, she just said, what was water? Water was $5 a bottle.
For your regular, that size?
Yeah, water. Just a bottle of water. I mean, nothing special. So Rhett wants to go in the candy store, and I have to cut him another deal. I was like, buddy, we don't even know how much this stuff is.
And this is stuff we can buy at home.
And it's nothing special. I can get you this candy at Dollar General.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. So What if we stop at Buc-ee's and let you pick out whatever candy you want there? Cut another deal. Rhett's businessman.
Yeah.
Rhett's thinking, I can get more lunch off-site and I can get more candy off-site. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, he was good with that.
So he was all in. So he's go asleep before we even hit Chick-fil-A. He wakes up after we leave.
He's got him a chicken burger.
He's like, where did this sandwich come from?
Yeah. He was good to go.
When we stop at Buc-ee's and he gets to run around that place and pick out all kind of stuff, that was a lot better.
He enjoyed, he was kind of sad, but they enjoyed their trip.
Oh, God.
Mackenzie has been, but it's been a few years ago.
I would never go to Six Flags without headache medicine. I had to pay $5 for 2 times. Ooh. I wouldn't even want to know. Y'all, they didn't even put price stickers on the candy. It's the candy stores right inside the gate, and it didn't have prices on anything. I'm like, I don't know how much this stuff might be. Yeah. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But all you got to do is pitch Rhett a good business deal.
He'll think
He's
about
in.
it. Yeah.
He's in.
As long as he gets a say-so is what counts. It might not even really be a good deal, but he thinks if Daddy comes to him and he's negotiating and he gets a say-so, he's good to go.
I wouldn't do it with Chance because Chance would have immediately told me how bad he was starving, that he was about to completely pass out, and he would have took the $19 pizza.
Because it's
he's not a business deal.
He's an instant gratification.
And I'm like, dude, the pizza looks like it's leftovers. It's not even hot.
Yeah, but it was to be able to eat pizza at
school. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I let Rhett negotiate for Chance, which Chance ended up being okay with because he'd much rather have the Chick-fil-A and the snacks from Buc-ee's anyway.
Yeah, and everybody got to pick out their snack.
Yeah, you just have to let the little one do the negotiating.
We got so tickled, though. Rhett, he wanted to ride everything, and poor thing, he was 2 or 3 inches short on most anything except the kids area, but he had to ride the kid version of the adult one, and that just killed him. And so Sister tried her best to take him on all the things he could, but she didn't. She did not try her best. There was one that he really wanted to go on that had all the loops in it, and he was tall enough. And he was devastated that she would not go with him on that ride. Yeah, looked dangerous. I don't think he would have been okay after that one.
I did that with my grandkids at the zoo. I said, you can get a $20 stuffed animal here, or I'll take you to Five Below and spend $20 there. You spend $20 at Five Below, you get a buggy full of stuff.
That's right. We did. We went in 2 inside rides. One of them was amazing because it's everything I remember from my childhood.
That Monster Mansion.
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite. Boring.
But Rhett started screaming because
it was dark. But then we got inside on that one place and the ride shut down because somebody
got sick.
Got sick. I was trying to think of a nice way to say it.
Well, that would be it.
Upchuck.
No, got sick.
How much chuck would an upchuck if an upchuck could chuck upchuck would?
This is why I don't talk to you. Imagine if Mackenzie did the negotiations. He don't negotiate with Mackenzie. No. Can't happen. Chance is a businessman too. He sold us the same item twice at Pedals and talked us into giving it back to him both times. What?
The little flowers in the vases that he was selling. He would sell it and then get people to give it back to him. And then he'd try to resell them.
Well, give it back to him.
If you don't want it, you can just buy it and then I can just keep it.
I'm glad I didn't hear any of that because I would have strangled him for that. The reason I stopped going to amusement parks, the insane prices. I have no desire to take out a second mortgage to go to Disney Flags Magic Gardens. I watched. See, the bad thing is that I know people that go to Disney multiple times a year, and I don't understand it.
I can't figure it out.
Because then I watched the videos, and this poor man they were videoing him when he got his tab, and I don't know what they charge you extra for the characters to be present, because when I was little and went to Disney World, the characters were just walking around. You walked up to them and got autographs. He said they charge you for that now. but they ate breakfast.
Oh, you can go.
And these silly characters were there.
Our breakfast, yeah.
It was almost $300 for his family to eat breakfast. I'm like, no, I'm out.
Yeah, you can.
My kids can go to Disney World when they take their own kids there because I'm not spending that kind of money. That's crazy.
Schedule character meals. You have to get a reservation for a character.
That is absurd. Runaway Mine Train.
The actual roller coaster Rhett could fit on was the Runaway Mine Train.
And he got to do it.
And he loved it.
It's called the Dahlonega Mine Train now.
Yes, the Dahlonega
now. My new neighbors had a cookout, and I'm 3 wine coolers in, so I'm gonna keep my goofy comments to myself. Jennifer, it sounds like you are having a ball, though. Busch Gardens would sell a cup that was refillable all day long. We all shared the same cup.
Well,
that's how they keep you from sharing it too much, though, because you can only do it every 15 minutes.
It was so hot, everybody was drinking down as fast as they could.
We got all the kids one, and me and Zoe shared one. So $80 later, we got something to drink, but no meals. I wasn't doing it. It was just stupid.
Yeah, it's just hot. We didn't want to eat in the heat. We ate going. We ate early because we said, well, if Rhett gets there and it's hot.
We had breakfast that morning.
He's going to get sick. So we'll just go ahead and eat as soon as we get on the road. And then we were really trying to find somewhere just to get in and cool off and sit and be still a minute was the whole plan. But
Diana said, what's the height requirement?
They were different. 42.
They were a little bit different depending on the ride and how you were restrained, but there were a couple that he was like this much too short.
He's 36 and they were 38 and 42.
He's between 36 and 37.
Yeah, most of them, the requirements were either 38 or 42.
Walt Disney would turn in his grave if he knew that they were charging so much. I guaranteed. If Busch Gardens would sell a bottomless adult beverage cup, no, then you'd have all kinds of people getting sick. I've been to all the parks way back when they first opened, and Epcot free every year for working the flower show. That's Miss Sue.
Oh, yeah.
I knew Miss Sue did the flowers for there.
We went on.
I had heard her tell me that one time.
As a kid, Dad took us for the 4th of July. We went on July 3rd, so we could see. We stayed. I can remember seeing Epcot from the room, and you can see all the fireworks from our room.
Y'all should have pulled the Cassie cheat and given Rhett a mohawk before you went. Oh, so he'd been taller.
That's true.
There was something else I wanted to read. Oh, not to mention the crazy entrance fees. So my company has a discount there, so the entry fees were less than half of what they normally are, which is the only reason we went.
That's why we chose that destination.
Yeah, because the tickets, it had it listed at like $80, but we were less than half to go there. But no. There's an amusement park in Pennsylvania that has free admission.
Wow.
I'd hate to know what they charge inside. Must have stopped letting you out of the parking lot and eat picnic basket food, then go back in. Yes, you can still go out.
You have to show an ID to come back in and to get in the gates at all. Any persons over the 18 had to show ID to get in and out. There
were actually people as we were leaving that were sitting in the parking lot having a picnic, and I told Zoe, I said, those are the ones those are the only people that had any sense here. But they even have picnic tables and stuff outside
because you cannot take it in.
And for you to use and all that. So yes, you can still do that. We just didn't fool with doing that. My buddy's dad was a board member on one of the original 33 investors in Disneyland. So we had free entry anytime and could eat at Club 33. That's cool. Hey y'all, from Seattle, Washington. I'm loving my new sourdough journey. Today I made sourdough discard brownies.
Yeah.
What?
So the discard.
I'm loving your lives, but I'm always late.
So your discard, there's lots of things you can make with discard, like cheese crackers.
It's like something you got to scoop off a sourdough or something.
Yeah.
Like your mix.
Yeah.
If you ask for a cup of ice and water, it's free, even at Disney. I wasn't asking them folk for nothing. We went and got napkins and folded them up and put in our shoes so we could get on rides. Rhett would have done that. Nobles is America's largest free admission amusement park. All you have to pay for is the rides, food, and games.
So free admission, well.
Yeah, but you still have to pay for the rides. So you pay for the admission in Six Flags. The rides are free if you're tall enough to ride them. You just have to stand in the dang line. Selling the cups also keeps their trash down. That's true, Ed. And they have little refilling stations all over the place. You scan the barcode on your cup and get it refilled.
Everybody walked around with the same cup.
Yeah. Husband's company used to have yearly picnic at Six Flags. Ate and drank at the picnic instead at the park. I don't blame you there. There's Jones Christie. Jones Christie's running late. Jennifer Jenkins is really having a hard time not typing.
Gwen said that.
Feel free. Let her rip, Jennifer. Because if you're knee deep in the wine coolers, it's going to be some hilarious comments. Knock yourself out. I want to read them. I'm all in. Send them, Jennifer. We always carry a backpack and free water.
So I did have a backpack, and I put us a couple of bottles of water in there just to
get started,
just to get us going, and to have something on us and some sunscreen.
Yes, Jacob, I've seen that they are almost at 200,000. I talked to Brandon last week about that.
Mm-hmm.
They're on a roll. I'm proud for them too.
Yeah. So
she said, Christian Family Content said, "Let her rip, Tater Chip. We need someone to compete with the Zoeisms."
Miss Alma. So several people have commented about the flower bed. Plant like zinnias and maybe a couple of climbing roses. So I have been debating on that, and I really thought that using those beds was going to be the best option. And we really try to repurpose as much as we can.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't working for that. And Mackenzie and I spent 2 hours on that deadgum box.
Yes, Jennifer, I do. Trust me, y'all don't want to hear from me tonight. Yes, you would be surprised that I do. And so does everybody else. You and Matt built a very nice box, Zoe. Sometimes you got to see something in place to know if you like it or not.
That's right. So
well, she did not like it. She was angry when she got through.
Nick said, "How'd it go?" I said, "Well, it took us 2 hours and I hated it. I hate it." And I got to thinking on it, and I said, "I've got a round bed and we've got the oval beds." And so the oval one just looks so much better.
Sue said 200,000 followers and 200,000 G's.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of all them chickens.
Londa was updating Chrissy. She said, "We've covered cornbread, Jiffy, and Real, and Six Flags."
Yes.
See, everybody's saying yes, we do, Jennifer.
Jennifer. No pressure.
I'm going to title it, "What Will Jennifer Say Next?" We're going to change the title of the live to "What Will Jennifer Say Next?" And like, did he divorce Zoe?
That's what they're going to
do. They got another one? He's got another one that says stuff like that.
You're good at picking them. Somebody did tell me, though, to quit complaining.
Yeah, you need to
complain too much.
Always complaining.
Always complaining.
But that was their first comment ever on our channel.
Yeah. So I just thanked them for their very first negative comment on our channel and thanked them for watching it.
I'm going to give my phone to the puppy.
An expensive park food. That's right.
$142 per person for the character breakfast. They don't have any characters I want to see that bad.
I had character breakfast when I went. I ate breakfast with Goofy and Chip and Dale. I think that was my mama's fault. She ate breakfast with Chip and Dale.
It probably wasn't that much that long ago.
Could have been comparable.
I doubt it. Because I guarantee you, if it was that expensive, my parents wouldn't have took us.
Oh, no.
I assure you.
I just remember us waking up and Dad said, we're going on a trip.
Yeah, it didn't. It wasn't going to be nothing even close to that.
The flower box would have been fine if you used one board, not two, and could have painted it. Well, we looked at one board.
Asked about that, and she said it looked even worse with just one. It didn't
look good with one. We actually, before we ever started, we checked one, and it just didn't look good. It just didn't look right. And the boards had already been stained, and they were chipping. It just,
we would have had to fix it.
It would have been a lot. So we
she just typed in a bunch of letters and said I wasn't kidding. You'll have to find some flowers to hang that won't cover your sign.
Yeah,
we've already been looking at that.
Lots of people have pointed that out too. So I'm wondering if I see it's going to be in the way, I'm going to move them to the side.
We'll fix that. It's not a big deal.
But it's coming up on time for hanging baskets of mums and ferns and all that. So guess what?
Can I tell one more thing on you?
I don't care.
We have hanging baskets on our front porch.
Oh, yeah. I've done really good with those. They're from Christmas. It's my Christmas decorations. I saw it.
I was standing out there and I was like, why does Zoe still have these hanging out here anyway?
I like to have stuff hanging on the porch.
Y'all, I have hooks across my porch, and Zoe has hung ferns and various things out there that she has killed over the years. And these baskets are hanging there, and I think about it ever so often when I go out there, and I just always forget to ask you. And I was looking up there, and I was like, I bet these things don't even light up anymore. I bought them for you at Macy's
about 6 years ago.
They're hanging baskets, and they have a little battery pack on them, and they light up, and they have the holly and all their stuff in them, and pine cones and stuff. And
they used to have berries and pine cones. They do not.
Yeah, and I was like, I need to know why these are even still hanging here. She never even bothered to put them away. And I got to noticing that most of the Christmassy look to them is gone. They're just green baskets.
I know.
Well, baskets of green. They're black and was it like peat moss? What they look like?
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way they even light up anymore. So I guess I'll just chunk them in the garbage.
Well, so I left them because they were still winterish. And they were still pretty for wintertime and all. And then I just never took them down.
Mary said her HOA be after you. Kansas City has a World of Fun park. Last time I went was $20. That was over 20 years ago. Yeah, you ain't getting away from that now. A great place to go for amusement park is the Grosso Amusement Park, Tipton, Pennsylvania, 33 to get into the amusement park and water slide. Food is very inexpensive. Well, it ain't inexpensive where we went.
She got mad at her mom while she was on the teacup ride. She left and stayed lost all day, and they kept paging her name. I'd be so mad. Speaking of, what was the funniest thing that happened in the whole day?
Chance on the ride.
With that girl.
With the girl. And we showed it in the video, and it was slinging her up in his lap, and she already did not want him on that ride with her. You could see it on her face.
They both, the way it was spinning them, they both started right here, and before it was over, they were like this against each other.
Up against one side, because it always spins that one way.
And that was so funny. We got tickled so much about that. There was nowhere else for him to ride. He had to get on with her because that was the one open seat.
Mackenzie and Rhett were riding together, and I walked around the other side and was videoing, made him wave to me, and then we get to looking for Chance, and the only open seat on this thing is next to somebody that not only does not know him, but the look on her face said that she absolutely did not want him there.
Yeah.
And not only that, but when it started spinning, it slung him up in her lap.
Yeah.
And we were dying.
That was so fun.
I have solar Christmas lights all around my fences. Zoe never took the Christmas lights off our fence, I don't think. Jennifer said, Nick is killing me. I can tell as soon as he reads my comment. I'm waiting on some of them wine coolers to start kicking in and see what you type. No, it looks great the way you guys did it. Is Circus World still down in Florida? That's where we went when my father-in-law got tired of complaining grands at Disney. I don't know. I don't think I've heard of that. It says like $30 just to park at Disney. Well, Sue, they've got to jump on me because I paid $45 to park at Six Flags.
Yeah.
How embarrassing for him. No. It was because he had to ride with a stranger. But it didn't bother Chance. It was the fact that this girl did not want him there. And it was obvious she didn't want him there. I even saw at one point, I met them at the meeting point right before the electric light parade. I totally enjoyed Magic Kingdom all on my own.
Gosh.
Oh, that's terrible. I went to Cedar Point in the 80s, and it was crazy expensive then. God. Best cheap amusement park is any Wally World at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Probably. Then go follow that up with a trip to the Waffle House. I just opened another one. Careful what you wish for. We got 15 more minutes to get the comments out of Jennifer.
Was it Chance that was conked out on the ride?
Jody said, come see me. Mall America has an amusement park. That's where the walkers went. I saw that.
So Chance did.
Chance passed out.
That was his first roller coaster. And Mackenzie said she looked over and his head was down. And she knew he's getting tickled.
Well, the thing is that we already knew it had happened because we saw the picture before they got off the ride.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, Zoe, Chance has passed out. And we were laughing about the picture. Well, here they come down the ramp, and Zoe said, don't say anything. She's like, Rhett, don't tell him we knew he was passed out. And she said, asked how the ride was. And he's like, oh, it was fun. It was cool, blah, blah, blah. And Mackenzie said, I think he passed out. And Chance said, no, I just closed my eyes. And Rhett said, oh, we saw it on the picture. You just passed out.
He did. He had pointed out real quick, didn't he?
And he was. So Mackenzie got her eyes closed, and you can tell she's got her eyes closed. She's hanging on. And Chance is like,
I can just hear his little head bopping around down there. It was so funny. I think we got tickled the most out of Chance the whole day. Rick enjoyed it. He got scared.
Leave it to Rick to set the record straight. Yeah, no doubt.
He rode the kid version of that acrophobia. The up and down. It's not arachnophobia because that's
you're talking about like the free fall thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rode the kid version of it. Though,
he did.
And he was trying to be strong. You could tell he get scared and he
well, you could hear your voice. I left it in the video where you said, breathe.
Yeah.
Look at me. He would
look at me, he'd go, I said, just breathe.
Coffee. And I just got another wine cooler. That's a hard no. Hey, tell her to go get coffee. Don't tell her to go get coffee. We need
Diana,
comments.
if you want some of my coffee?
Diana, she don't need that. We need coffee. Won't give you good comments.
Hardy's listening and said, you sound like his Papa Kurt. She said Stephanie just took their kids last Saturday. We both went on the same day then, just different places.
Last Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
We went Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. But it was a different state.
Oh, yeah. We're going to need to see video of you singing the Seagram's Golden Wine Cooler song from the 80s. I grew up at Ocean View Amusement Park, which no longer exists. They made a movie when they were tearing it down. I don't know where that one's at. Or was. I worked Waffle House on Stewart Avenue. They didn't tell me I'd be by myself. They'd gone on strike.
Oh, my gosh.
Like your hat, Nick and Jason Danford. Thank you. That's our football organization. Coffee makes me sleepy.
It don't make you sleepy, but you can drink it. I know. I'm saying.
No, that's Kimberly's comment.
I was relating to it. I was saying that, but you can drink it anytime too, but it don't really make you sleepy.
Yeah, especially y'all. I love it during the winter. If it's good and cold in here, because my recliner sits right in front of a huge double window, and it is not insulated at all. This is a much older house. It was built in like the 40s, and the windows are not very well insulated. So that's my favorite part, is to sit in there when it's good and cold, and I'm pulling my blanket up and drink coffee at night. Mm-hmm. Love it. You can comment. Londa's waiting in the wings to bleep out any that are inappropriate. Yeah, Londa take care of them. Don't you worry. When I took my grandkids to Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld, I'd fill their backpack with frozen drinks where it'd be lay against their backpack and then put some snacks in there.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Jennifer's apparently singing now. Is this a new league team y'all are playing for?
It's the same ones we played with last year.
Christy, it's the same ones from last year. We moved to this league last year, or this organization. And this is actually where the kids are moving schools to this year. They're moving to this school.
They start school on Friday.
This is in the Verbena community, about 10 to 15 minutes south of where we are now.
It's actually closer to the farm.
It is much closer to the farm, but the Clanton schools, we live in Clanton, and the Clanton schools are all within 1 mile of our house, every one of them. But it was just a better decision to take the kids to the smaller schools, and that's the organization we're playing football for anyway. So sounds just like Mark. He does the same thing.
Drinking the coffee at night.
Oh, man, I love drinking coffee at night. That was my favorite. When we would be at the hunting club, my favorite was sitting in there watching TV at night, just drinking coffee. I didn't even care if I went hunting during the day. As long as I got the nighttime part where we cooked dinner and drank coffee and watched TV. That was it. I just liked being down there. But it was always the best coffee because it was always freezing in that house.
Yeah.
The house was built in 1888, and y'all, when the wind blew outside, you could watch the curtains move. That's a true story. That's not an exaggeration. You could see the curtains move when the wind blew outside. Well, and I loved it.
You took me one time.
I did. Zoe like froze to death.
And everybody had their places that they sit. So I had to sit in the couch that nobody sat on. And it was in the draft. And that's why nobody sat on it. And so finally I'm just like.
You were right in front of the doors.
I'm just shivering. And finally, Pop said, "Are you cold?" Because I've been freezing for hours. Nobody noticed the things coming out of my mouth. Finally,
that's because that was back when you didn't speak.
Yeah,
you didn't talk back then.
I didn't.
To anybody. Mm-hmm. So
I didn't go back after that.
That was the last time I went. How are you going to go back?
That's true.
That was the last time I hunted 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I understand that, Nick. My mother's house was built, I think she meant in the 50s. I think if you drink coffee and it makes you sleepy, that means you have ADHD. We used to give coffee to my son to keep him calm.
We
should give Chance energy drinks. Why are you lurking like a stalker? He's standing there staring at us. It's creepy. He's just standing. Y'all, the living room and kitchen is connected, and he's standing. There's a, what do you call that? It's not really an archway because it's square. But what is that entryway there called? I don't know. It's got beams across it. Anyway, he's standing right in the entryway, and he's just staring at us. like he's waiting to see what we say about him. You and your windows are the same way.
Or y'all sit in front of the doubles.
Heck yeah, I like it. Jennifer hiccuped.
They'll have more kid-teacher ratio, and it'll make a difference. Yes.
If I don't have my coffee, my family says I'm climbing walls and driving them crazy. Couldn't be still. That's Rhett always lurks during the live. Yeah, he's doing it now.
Oh,
He usually does, but he can't come in here because he don't have a shirt on. Haven't been on any ride since I was 7 years old. Mom put me on a spinning teacup ride, and they put a humongous woman next to me. That thing started spinning and flung that woman on top of me. You know what would have been even better? If they had swapped sides and she had got slung in on chance.
He would have disappeared.
All you would have seen was his big old head.
I can see, look, I can see his arm come up. He's like, right here.
I wish it had been the other way around so it could have slung that girl on top of Chance. Mary said, Jennifer, we expect more out of you than a hiccup. I
rode one ride, the first ride, and I rode those darn swings, and I thought my life was flashing before my eyes. And I had to keep focusing on something because I was going to throw up, and I was done all day. I ain't doing it. Like that mean.
You know, we've never had a live before where we were trying to influence one of the viewers to get a buzz.
That's terrible.
That's a first.
You're terrible.
Being smothered by folds of flesh is traumatic.
I'm sure there's a thing for that.
I live in a house that used to be the clubhouse for a golf club.
Oh.
Well, that would be cool. None of the windows fit properly. I think they have been broken so many times they gave up putting them back in right. Huh. I bet that would be cool to live in a former clubhouse for a golf course.
Yeah.
Linda said replay, isn't not yet.
Yeah, we're still here.
Laura said I rode the Haunted Mansion 40 years ago. Linda, it's only replay if you started back at the first.
Which she might have. Oh.
Yes, God, let's take care of that one. What kind of garbage that is.
Miss Londa might have got him. You got it.
No, I beat you to it, Londa. I think she was admitted to being there already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Watched the girl get sick after a ride one time. Next day, I was on there trying to put her beside me. None of y'all are even going to remember me tomorrow. Please don't encourage me, though. Jennifer, they're going to remember you because I'm putting your name in the title. Good night, HD Farms. Hey, you don't need to miss so many lives, so we don't have to be 220. How many days before we hear from them?
9.
I think Ed said 229.
I think so.
We got to hear from you before the next Okie.
What do you need?
Golf club is long gone, but the house is old and cold. You can't. You don't have clothes on. We're not doing it with just a blanket. No, we're not doing it.
Good night, Tammy. We're getting off ourselves.
You got the tail in.
Yeah.
Well, we're fixing to wrap up, and then you can watch the replay. When I saw your video of the Haunted Mansion, I could almost smell it.
It's so much my favorite.
Just musty, wet, damp.
Exactly like it was 40 years ago.
I rode Haunted Mansion the week it opened, as well as Pirates of the Caribbean, not on the same Disney trip, though.
I want to touch the water.
I went on a roller coaster with my friends. My glasses flew off. My friend behind me called them. That's pretty good luck there. All right.
All right. There it is.
Hey.
Grammy says, hey.
He gets to say, hey, but that's all he's got on is a blanket. So that's as far as he's going.
She said, hey, Pumpkin. We're going to tell everybody good night.
Where did she say hey, Pumpkin?
Buddy, it scrolled way past there. Lorraine said, have you heard from the Browns? I'm guessing they have moved now. I don't know. The last time I talked to him, all I know was that they were busy.
Yeah, they've been real
They
busy.
had been wrapped up, busy, traveling a lot, but I honestly do not know if they have moved or not.
All right. tell everybody good night, and we'll see them next week.
Miss Sue said, "Hey, buddy."
Hey,
Miss Sue. Rhett, did you get the socks I sent you
what socks?
from Robin Snyder?
We hadn't checked the mailbox in a little while. The only socks we got was the Cheez-It socks.
Those are probably not.
We better check.
We need to check.
We'll go check tomorrow.
All right, guys. We'll see you. Tell them see you later, alligators.
See you later, alligators. See you all next week.
Something like that.
Okay. All right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.